The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
Federal Firebox on 50-4, units respond to 1, Charlie 1. Engine 5, engine 55, engine 33. Truck 1, truck 49, medic 20, field out respond. Newgate Avenue, 3rd Street, Hamilton Green for the building fire.
Welcome, everybody, to my live Monday night podcast. Hope you all had a great weekend, and happy Monday to you all. And hopefully everybody was safe this Halloween. And we're waiting on our co-host, Mr. Howie T, running a little bit late tonight, but he will join us here eventually. But anyways, you're here right now with Bobby B, and you can catch my live radio shows every Monday from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Military Broadcast Radio app or mbradio.us, or on Saturday nights, my 2-hour show, same place on the mbradio.us or the Military Broadcast Radio app from 9 p.m. Eastern to 11 p.m. Eastern. We got some good things to talk about tonight. Some sad things and things that really get on my nerves about Halloween. Nothing like bad for the people going Halloweening, but for the people that give out candy. Like, I don't know, I'm going to call you out. Some people, not my listeners, I know for a fact, my followers, I know you guys are all better than what's going on, and a couple news stories that I have read about people putting stuff in candy and then, handing them out to kids. Like, that's just wrong. And, kids are just out to have a good time. But anyways, I'm not going to get into that right now. That will be our first topic of discussion, though. And I had a good Halloween weekend. I DJ'd for the inaugural Madison Brew Bar Crawl. That was Saturday night. Also, at the 528 Tavern, I did their Halloween party / costume contest. And it was a great time. A lot of good people, a lot of good food. And can't wait till next year. And Gary is like a phenomenal guy, and he's a heck of a chef too. Real good food at 528 Tavern in Madison. If you're around there, stop in and talk to Gary and get some good food and some good adult beverages. But yeah, that was a real good time. And then just to go over some of the fundraisers coming on until hopefully Howie joins us. But a couple fundraisers going on for Military Broadcast Radio. We got the marathon coming up for the DJs, and you donate whatever you can, sponsor one of the shows that is your favorite show on Military Broadcast Radio. And you sponsor one of the shows, and that DJ for that show will have to stay on as long as they possibly can. They'll pick a day, and they'll stay on as long as they possibly can. And then if they're on for 24 hours, you donated $1, then you owe them, or you're going to donate $24. So whatever your sponsorship is amount, whatever your sponsor amount is, times that by however many hours they can possibly stay on with no breaks, and it's all live, so it's not recorded. And that is coming up really, really soon. Also, we got the J Moon and I. Shout out to J Moon in the Vault. You can catch her shows on MB Radio, and on Fridays and Wednesdays, it's J Moon, the Vault, Midnight with Moon. But anyways, her and I are going to do the Hot Chip Challenge. If we raise enough money by December 20th, that's right, December 20th, get on mbradio.us and hit the donate button, and whatever you can afford, please please, please, please sponsor. All the money, it's a nonprofit, or MB Radio is a nonprofit organization. We do not get compensated for doing our shows on MBR, and all the money goes towards helping veterans. Like the Hot Chip Challenge, a lot of that money is going to go towards Christmas baskets for veterans in need. And so that's Christmas baskets for the veterans. And that's what we're raising money for with the Hot Chip Challenge. So please donate what you can on that. And then get on MBR and listen to the different shows and sponsor your favorite, whether it be me, Jay Moon. I know miss my friend Philip D. Blackman in the PDB show, Mental Health Mondays. He's joining. He's willing to be one of the DJs that will be doing this marathon. Also, Adam Baum on his show on MBR. He's another one that's going to join us. So it's going to be a good time. And like I said, obviously, all the DJs that get sponsored will be doing different days. But you can catch, and we'll all put them on our social medias when the time comes. And you can just watch us live for as long as we possibly can do it. But with that to do, we'll be right back right after these messages here on the Military Broadcast Radio and the Firehouse Podcast Monday Night Show. There's a certain vibe in Boston that starts with its people, possibly the sarcasm, their own underlying rugged persona, or just the Bostonian culture they all embrace in. And there is no better way to share this rugged blue-collar Boston mentality than in the form of Boston's most cultural-defining piece of headwear, the Scally Cap, from Boston Scally Company. Visit Boston Scally Company to order your piece of Boston's cultural history today at bostonscally.com. That's bostonscally.com.
Military Broadcast Radio. Every day, 22 veterans lose their battle to post-traumatic stress that is on American soil. That is one veteran every 65 minutes. Help us. Be part of the solution.
Hey everybody, it is H-Train, and I am here to tell you a little bit about MBR, the MBR story, and what we are doing. Trust me, I'm very sincere in this whole thing. In 2003, MBR was created by Jim Butler to keep his buddies informed what was going all around the world, all around us. So Joel Hunt, also me, H-Train, took it over in 2018 from an LLC, and I turned it into a nonprofit. The acceptance only took 18 days. That's how much this nonprofit was needed. We used to be just a nonprofit radio station, but now we teach all veterans from all eras, from all over the globe, to be DJs. We show them how to work the equipment. We teach them the computer skills that are needed to conduct a radio show or a podcast, whichever one they desire. After a 9-month commitment, the gear that we teach you on, we go ahead and buy you that same gear to make sure that you're confident and comfortable in your own skin. We accept civilians and military, but you won't find another radio station that does what we do anywhere at all. I guarantee it. Why? Because I'm a retired combat veteran, and I have dedicated my life to the station to help our veterans like myself that has the constant battle in their head from war, the what ifs. I listen to music and I'm focused on my show, and that thinking goes away. I do not stop, and my attitude spreads to my DJs. I have found out if you want to be a part of this success, then join me. We will rock our troops for another 10 years. If you're military supported, open those checkbooks and support these veterans, because when we receive donations, 100% goes to the troops. My staff, we do not get paid. Why, you ask? Because we're already retired and compensated through the VA. My program is so successful that even Brandon Stokely, a radio colleague of mine that I met at 104.3 The Fan, has joined me in MBR as a face, as the spokesperson because he knows, and we are serious about knocking this 22 out the door. We are not throwing money. We're building our vets to prevent it. Since there's no FM radio station channels overseas for them, we learned about internet radio, and the troops could listen with a VPN number if an American internet IP wasn't established. So what are you waiting for to be a part of this family? We have really grown the last 2 years, and we have nowhere to go but up. And until I die, this radio station will always provide connections and opportunities to all our veterans by giving them a voice. I guarantee it.
Welcome everybody back to the Firehouse Podcast Monday night show. And as you see, Howie finally decided to join us. How you doing, Mr. Howie T, on this beautiful Monday evening?
Yeah, a little under the weather, but I'm doing pretty good.
Well, at least it's just a little bit under the weather.
Yeah, so far.
Right. Anyways, I started the show and I kind of did a teaser about what the first topic is going to be. And it's a sad one that people are this ignorant to do this, but I know in Cleveland they found candy with needles in them that they handed out for trick-or-treating, and also like around Lake County, I believe, they found a screw in a piece of candy. And it's just, why would you do that? Like little kids are going out to have fun, enjoy it, get candy, and then you get these, and I'm calling them ignorant people because they absolutely are. Like, why would you do that in general, but to a kid, knowing that kids are going to come around trick or treating and you're going to be that ignorant to put stuff in the candy?
Yeah, but the thing is, parents also need to start checking their candy.
Well, that's how they found it, though. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, luckily enough, I believe, luckily enough, that the parents did check it. But that's sad that it comes to this time to where, we got enough stuff going on with COVID and everything else going on. And now, kids can't even go out and trick or treat and have fun and not, like, be scared. You know what I mean? Like, it's just,
Right.
I don't know. But it's just a personal thing. Like, what's so bad in people's lives? Maybe our followers or whatever listeners can let us know like your opinion on it, but what is so bad in somebody's life that they have to belittle themselves enough to want to harm a child? I don't understand it. And also folks in Lake County, and this is serious, Lake County, Madison area, if you see a blue Jeep Wagoneer, kind of rough looking, older gentleman driving it, get a license number and possibly call the cops, because my son got off work and his cousin was picking him up from work and just left our house to go up to get him. And there was this Jeep that was watching my son on like walking, pulled in a driveway, like not even fully in the driveway, like halfway down the road. And when my cousin showed up in his truck, the guy like kind of followed him. So my cousin went up to like by 528 and turned around and everything. And the guy took off and went down 528 north. So if you see, like, if you have your kids out for some reason or whatever, like this just happened about an hour and a half ago. And that's folks in Lake County. Be like honestly, watch out. It's a blue Jeep Wagoneer, and with an older guy driving it. Unfortunately, my cousin did not get a license number, but it's a rough looking like blue Jeep Wagoneer. So thank God it wasn't last night, but I don't know if he was out last night. You know what I mean? Because last night was Halloween. But yeah, I don't, yeah, it was scary stuff, man. My cousin called me, and because my boy was going over to his house tonight for a sleepover with his cousins, and that happened. So yeah, be on the lookout. You sleeping on me over there already?
No, I ain't sleeping. Just listening to you.
Oh, okay. Usually you're more chipper and like, you
Told
know.
you I'm feeling under the weather a little bit.
All right, if you want to take it off, I'll try to handle this by myself. But like,
I can. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm getting there.
okay, that'll work. All right,
No, I ain't
but
asleep.
all right, but anyways, yeah. So that is the couple topics tonight. One, like, I wish there was people watching this. There's not, which is cool because it is kind of late. Which I was going to talk to you about maybe getting on during the day sometimes, like instead of nights, maybe
Yeah.
get more followers. But anyways, so what else? How was your Halloween?
Yeah, it was normal. Stayed at home, watched TV, slept. I didn't
I
do anything
went.
fancy. Cause
I
nobody. I was
actually
supposed to get a phone. I was supposed to get a phone call, but nobody ever called me. I'm not gonna mention
no,
names.
because yeah, we'll talk about that after the show. But anyways, um, so I went with my daughter, and oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this Bobby B is a proud parent of now an engaged daughter. She got
Wow,
engaged Halloween night. He got down on his knee, and I'm going to get a video of that, and I will play it some night for y'all. But it was awesome. He got down on his knees and proposed to her, and
that's a good thing.
yes, it is. So my daughter is now engaged, and I wish, like, I'm so happy, and like, congratulations from the heart. And it's going to be a welcome, Mr. Seth, to be part of our family. We'll love to have you.
Speaking of family, you got a certain niece that's expecting in May.
Yes, and that's another good news. Well, I'm not going to say anything because I'm not even know if I'm allowed to, or she hasn't
Well,
reached
I
out to
just
me yet.
well, I
So,
just I didn't like that certain niece. So
right, yeah. So, certain East, congratulations on number 2. And we'll leave that there and move on. But yes, congratulations, Brianna and Seth, on your engagement. It will be quite,
congratulations.
it's awesome, man. Like, I tonight, actually I went over to they picked me up this morning, and I went over to their house. We went shopping and everything, and they made steak for dinner, and like steak, potato, stuffing. Like, I was stuffed when I left there. But anyways, I went over there for
You
dinner.
look like your stuff.
But I went over there for dinner and everything. Had a great time with my family, my grandson, and my daughter, and my new going to be son-in-law. And she showed me the video, and Dad broke down and cried. So
Oh,
I'm just happy for her. She deserves happiness, and she's getting it. So as long as you treat her right, Mr. Seth, we're good to go, buddy. But so come on, Howie. What you gotta talk about, bud?
you know, oh, you know what? These doctors, that new Ohio law has been passed where doctors and nurses can refuse to treat you, whether it
They
has to do with
what?
moral beliefs or religious beliefs. You didn't hear that?
No, what was that again? I'm sorry.
Governor DeWine signed into law that doctors and nurses can refuse treatment to a patient if it's under moral or religious beliefs.
That's always been though.
No, just he signed it into law. So it's actual law now.
Because I know as an EMT, like the do not resuscitate and all that stuff.
Well, that's totally different. This is has to do with like people that are transgender or say if they want to get women want to get an abortion, doctors and nurses can say no. As of before, they weren't able to do that,
All the
but now it's a
doctors and
law.
nurses are allowed to say no if they don't want to treat.
Right.
Oh, what would be
Yeah,
a reason though? What would be a good enough reason where you wouldn't want to treat a patient when that's what you get paid to do?
right, exactly. That's what I couldn't figure out. It's a big thing going on. I don't understand. We got all this other shit going on, but yet they want to sit there and the governor wants to sign a bill, and then what happens is they can't you within the bill, you can't sue the doctors and nurses for not wanting to treat you.
I
Makes
really
no
don't.
sense.
Yeah, it don't like. Hold on, I'm one of my followers is trying to get in and she can't find it. So hold on 1 second. But yeah, I don't understand how as a doctor or a nurse or even a first responder, how you could not treat a patient. That's what you get paid to do.
Right, exactly. You're supposed to be a caregiver, not a caretaker.
Right. For real. Um Sorry about the dead silence here. I'm trying to keep it going here, but I'm also messaging and one of the followers trying to get on here. And how he's not talkative and
Not that I'm not talkative. It just, man, I'm
but
sorry I'm under the
anyway,
weather.
right. So this weekend it went really well. And it went really well. And actually I've been offered to like every other Saturday, Howie, but
There you go.
every other Saturday to DJ at the 528 Tavern.
Huh?
And we had a real good time. It actually got busy a few times, but like right now I'm working with one screen. So because on transport to 528 and not even a quarter of a mile, like up the street, somehow my good monitor got broken. So now
It's called you probably dropped it.
no, not at all. It was in a car.
Oh,
And I don't understand what happened to it, but yes, it does no longer work. So we're down to one monitor. But other than that, we had a real good time. And
excuse me.
a lot of great costumes, awesome costumes, funny ones. Oh my goodness. But the weather was kind of yucky, so there wasn't really a lot of like the bar crawl people. You know what I mean?
Right.
All of them were there for
Yeah.
the Halloween party and the costume contest. But I mean, there was a few people that was in and out, going to the different bars and stuff. But so I don't know how the other bars did, but I know 528 we had a good time. And I was your own Bobby B was out doing the electric slide and the Cupid shuffle and the cha-cha slide. I was out there
Lucky you.
I was out there dancing right along with him.
Yeah, I'm
So,
glad you know how to do all that.
oh yeah, it was fun. We had a good time. And then then we tried to do like I love country line dancing,
Yeah.
and I used to do it.
Gluten boogie, whatever it is.
Yeah, I used to do it religiously, and for some reason, Saturday night when I was playing boot scoot, the couple people that went out there, they even forgot how to do it, and I'm trying, and I'm looking like a fool because I forget. Well, I didn't forget, but it was like I was watching them and trying to get them to go right, and then I would mess up. So I'm like, oh, the heck with it. And I went back behind the DJ booth and continued on playing music. But yeah, it was fun. But hopefully everybody else had a good Halloween and safe Halloween. Hopefully the weather was good for you. I know tonight, man, it's cold, and I heard there's that S word coming soon.
Yeah, they said maybe wet snow in the morning.
Yes, sir. I'm ready
The
for
high
it.
of 37.
I'm ready for it. Let it come. Let it stay all winter, then just leave. You know
Well,
what I mean?
I had my heat blasting earlier, and then it got too hot in here, and then I turned it down. Now I'm too cold.
That's why I leave it like around 72, 73, and
Yeah, mine's I think it's 75, something like that. I don't know.
right. But yeah, it's kind of chilly up there, and I walk, a couple times a day, night to the store. Like tonight, I went up and my son was. Well, I'm not going to even say it on Facebook anymore. Where my son works or anything like that. But anyways, I walked up the street and visited some people, and I was like halfway up there. I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to do this. I kind of got chilly.
I did that at 4:30 this morning. I went to Dairy Mart by my house. I said, man, I really don't want to walk. It's right down the road, ain't far. And then I got there just as they were opening. Had to get a couple things because, like I said, man, I was feeling all right. I had to call my ex-wife's husband to come get me because I couldn't walk back home. he come and got me.
Oh, hell. But anyway, so yeah, I don't have any other news besides, how ignorant people could be by trying to harm innocent children that are trying to have fun and get candy for Halloween. And like, that's
True.
just, oh my God, that blows my mind. I know it's every year, you know what I mean? For the last, I don't know how many
It
years.
happens everywhere. It's just people are just ignorant. You're gonna have ignorant people no matter what. This ain't a perfect world.
Right. I know, but like, come on, kids. Like, seriously, people,
Well,
grow
even it
up.
doesn't matter to anybody.
Well, I understand that, but just, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I mean, you're supposed to love and your kids, and like, kids are our future, and you're going to like put stuff in their candy. I don't get it. Like, I don't get it at all. And it straight up, and I'm going to say this, and I usually don't swear on here, but it pisses me off because you got, like I said, I mean, a 5, 6 year old could have got that and not even thought about it. And the parents going to check. They just reached in and got a piece of candy, and next thing you know, there's a needle in their stomach or
Right.
on their mouth, and who knows where that needle's been. You know
Right.
what I mean? It's ignorant. But anyways, that's my soapbox for tonight's show. And other than that, I don't know. I just wanted to get on for a little bit and see how everybody was doing, and hopefully had a good.
Maybe we should start having the shows a little earlier.
That's what I'm thinking too. But
I'm getting old.
but it is 10:58, so maybe call this a night. I mean, we really didn't talk about a whole lot of stuff, but seeing how Howie is feeling under the weather.
No, I'm
And
fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't use me as an excuse.
no, I would
Yeah,
never
don't play the Howie card.
I would never use I would never use the H card, man. Come on now.
Yeah, everybody does. You might as well follow in rhythm with everybody else.
Right?
I mean, there could be a car crash 10 miles down the road. They'll blame it on me.
Right. I'm trying to have Amy come on the show. Maybe not tonight, but in the real near future. And she has shucking with Amy. It's oyster shucking or whatever, and you could win or like you get these oysters and there's prizes in them and stuff like that. And so I'm going to have her on for an interview here soon, hopefully.
What kind of prizes can you hide in an oyster, though? Like a dime, maybe?
There's like pearls and
Oh,
like just like rings, and you can win stuff, and it's an awesome thing, and that's why I'm going to have her on. She's a friend of the family, and she's
oh,
been
I know what
doing
you're
it.
talking about.
She's been doing it for a long time, so want to get her on
You're talking about
here.
Amy that grew up by your brother.
No,
Oh,
sir.
okay.
It's my
All right.
son's best friend's mom. But
Oh, okay.
and it's really cool actually. Like I watched a couple of her. She does Facebook Live and does it, on Facebook Live and stuff, and it's really cool. And you can follow her on it is Shucking with Amy on Facebook. You do a search. I believe that's what it's called. I will get all the information once I reach out to her again. But I would love to have her on the show so she could promote Shucking with Amy.
Sorry about that.
And no, it's fine. And it's a real good thing. But just to go over it again, ladies and gentlemen, here on Facebook. Don't forget, you can catch my live radio show every Monday from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and also on Saturdays from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, all on the mbradio.us or the MB Radio, or excuse me, mbradio.us or the Military Broadcast Radio app. And you can catch my live radio shows on there. And we also do a weekly podcast here live on Facebook. And usually we have topics to talk about. Tonight just wasn't really topics to talk about, just to vent about, because like ignorant people in the world, like there's so much stuff going on, and you're going to put stuff in innocent kids' candy. Like, come on, grow up, America. Like, for real.
Exactly.
And that's just not right. Like, I don't know. But anyways,
Got one thing to bring up real quick. Have you heard from our person about the hats and t-shirts or designs or anything?
yes, I did. As a matter of fact, I talked to her this evening. And coming up, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for reminding me, Howie, we're going to have a contest coming up here very soon. And I want my listeners and followers to be involved in picking out a t-shirt for my show, and like the logo and the layout of a t-shirt for my show, and whatever one that you guys vote on and whichever one is picked, then we'll have like a raffle, and somebody is going to win one of the first Firehouse show shirts. So that's coming up. And she said tomorrow, like evening or so, she will have more samples for me, and we'll start posting on my social media, and you catch me at the Firehouse Show on Facebook. Also, for Military Broadcast Radio, where I do my live radio shows, we got a marathon coming up for us DJs and raising money for veterans. It's a nonprofit radio station. We do not get compensated as DJs for the radio show, but we do raise money to help us keep giving veterans a voice. And if you don't know what that's about, for one, get on nbradio.us and check it out, read about it. But what we do is we train veterans to do just this. We train them to be on the radio, and then all the proceeds that we get for donations and fundraisers all uh, goes towards buying equipment to be able to do this at their homes. And it's proven, like music and this, like they're doing radio shows and stuff, gets their minds off of the PTSD for a while. And it really helps. So please reach out and help. The marathon is coming up really soon. And what that is you going, like, you can get on nbradio.us and check out, like, there's a calendar of all the shows, get on the shows and check them all out, and then sponsor one of the shows. And whichever show you sponsor, say if you sponsor $1, then we're that DJ. Well, all of us right now, there's 4 DJs so far going to participate. And so if you sponsor me $1, $5, whatever you can do, I'm going to stay on live on the radio and here on Facebook. I'm going to stay on live as long as I possibly can stay on until I either go to sleep or my fingers just don't work no more or whatnot. And if I'm on for 24 hours, you sponsored me for $1, you only pay $24. And all that, honestly, for one, it's a nonprofit organization, so it can be a tax write-off, and all of it will go back to MB Radio to give to veterans, to help veterans, and to help MBR keep giving veterans a voice. Also, from now until December 20th, we got the one J Moon and I, and you can catch J Moon. Shout out to J Moon. You can catch her shows on MB Radio on Fridays and Wednesdays. And her and I, if we raise enough money by December 20th, if we raise enough money, her and I are going to do the Hot Chip Challenge. And we kind of want more of our DJs to participate. But right now, as of right now, it's J Moon and I. So just get on mbradio.us and please, please, please donate. It all goes towards, or right back to the veterans. And the Hot Chip Challenge donations is going to be going towards the Christmas gift baskets for the veterans. So that's why we're going to end it December 20th and then probably do the show a day or two, or the special show with J Moon and I. And if any other DJ decides they want to participate, we will be doing and eating the Hot Chip Challenge for our listeners, for our followers, but most of all, so we can help our veterans and help keep giving veterans a voice. So that's what we do here on MB Radio. And like I said, the Firehouse show, I play classic rock and mixed with a little bit of blues. So join me every Monday from 5:30 to 6:30 and Saturdays at 9 to 11.
We need to do some old school. Gotta have an 80s night one night.
Like hip hop or
no. Look, 80s like rock, like some Rat, some Def Leppard, Journey, Foreigner, Tesla.
You need to get on the Firehouse show on Mondays from 5:30 to 6:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 11, because that's exactly what I play on my show.
What's that?
Classic rock from 80s, Def Leppard.
Oh, well, I call it 80s. Well, your classic rock is probably like, yeah, okay. I call it 80s music. Okay. That's why you kind of confused me you confused me for a minute. That's why I was like, Really? You're not going to do that? And then you say classic rock, and I'm like, duh.
Yeah, I play Def Leppard, Ozzy Osbourne, the older Metallica stuff. I play Guns N' Roses and Steve Miller Band and like
Well, I see now, like Steve Miller and like stuff like that. I call that classic rock.
right.
When I call 80s music, I'm talking about like, so yeah, hair bands.
Right. Exactly. I
Right.
play all that.
Okay, well, you said classic rock.
That's why
There's a difference between classic rock and hair bands.
it's
Neither one of us have hair, but still, we can still relate that hair bands, and people would agree with me that there's a difference between hair bands and classic rock. If you think about it.
I don't know. I think it's all hand in hand. I know we have a listener or follower. Please feel free to comment. It will come up live. What's your opinion? Hair band different than classic rock, or is it one and the same? That is our question for tonight on the Firehouse Show with Bobby B and Howie T. But we're going to take
I'm going to win.
No. I think it's one.
Well, I understand. Well, you're not that much. I'm older than you, but not by much. But
what? 2 years?
I can separate my old school and my classic rock and in my 80s hair bands. Totally different.
But I play it all though.
Yeah, I know that. But when you said classic rock, I understand. I see where your forums come. I know where your forums coming from. I understand. So be more precise.
But it's a good show. We have a good time on it, and I apologize for anybody.
Now, Janis Joplin, that would be classic rock. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. Hey, knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting who?
You.
Okay. Knock knock.
Who's there?
I don't know. I haven't answered the door yet.
Knock knock.
No, I'm not doing knock knock. Hey, I went to the refrigerator today and knocked on it. You know why?
Yeah, because what is it?
The salad might be dressing.
Yeah, the salad might be dressing. Yeah,
you listened. You did. You watched that video too, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
On Facebook? No, there was a lady on there. She was coming up with all kinds of weird.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, also tonight I tried to let her know because it was the last minute if we were going to do it tonight or tomorrow night, which we might do both. But anyways, my daughter will be coming on live with us on Facebook every week for Joke Corner. And she actually, when I was with her today, she actually went on Google and found a couple of jokes. So I reached out to her tonight to let her know, but I haven't heard back. So chances are she will not be coming on tonight. But from now on, every week, my daughter will be on here. And we're going to call it the Firehouse Joke Corner because everybody needs a smile and a laugh every once in a while.
And I ain't gonna be telling jokes.
But anyways, whoever is watching us right now, thank you for watching. I know there's only one, but it will be posted on my social media, on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook. And so everybody can watch it later or tomorrow. But yeah.
Or later tomorrow.
Or later. Yeah. Hey, there you go.
See, man, I'm on my game tonight.
Yeah, you are. Yes, you are, Howard. It took you a while to get here, but we got you in. And
yeah, I'm finally at dinner, man. I think that's what did it. I had dinner tonight, man. I had a couple steak and cheese subs, the small ones. I just like sliders.
Right.
Yeah, and I ate that, man. That took me out for a minute.
I thought you fell asleep on me or something.
No, I don't fall asleep. I do have to go to bed early tonight. I go to the doctor in the morning, so.
Right.
Oh, I don't have to go to the doctor till 2:30 tomorrow afternoon, but.
So remember, just real quick, important piece of information. I know it's kind of late now. I hope your kids are not out, but please watch out tonight. there was an incident with my child, and it's a blue Jeep Grand Cherokee, like an older model, kind of rough looking, like rusted kind of and everything. And yeah, it was just very, 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 very suspicious. And there was an older guy driving it, and he um was watching my son, and my son was walking home from like not even a quarter, like not even an eighth of a mile from the house from work, and this Jeep was watching him, and then um came down about halfway down the street, pulled in a parking lot, not even completely in or into a driveway, not even completely in the driveway. And thank God my cousin was riding up to pick my son up because he was staying all night over there. And this guy like hurried up and like kind of followed him for a minute and then took off on 528. So please, like children, even tomorrow, I thank God there's no school, but be on the lookout. It's a blue Jeep Wagoneer and
How come there's
older
no school tomorrow?
model, rusty, something to do with or like teachers thing or something.
Oh, Teacher's Day, yeah.
But yeah, so just that piece of information I want to pass on, because if it could help somebody, I wish there was more listeners or listening, but please, please, please be like keep both eyes open, mostly if your kids are outside by themselves around Madison area. Yeah. And other than that, besides ignorant people putting stuff in candy,
Yeah, and
we're gonna
the governor's signing a new law, a retarded
oh yeah.
law. You know.
Yeah. Go over that again real quick, Howie.
So what happened is Governor DeWine signed a bill into law that states that any doctor or nurse in Ohio can refuse treatment to any patient if it's against their moral or religious beliefs.
Now, did they mention like, is that like
The gay
say
community, if a doctor, if people go to a doctor, okay, and they want to change their sex or what have you, a doctor can refuse that. If a doctor wants to, or if a person wants to go and get an abortion, a doctor can refuse it.
okay, now that's different. Hold on one second. Howie, take over, keep talking about it. I'll be right back.
All right. So yeah, everybody, yeah. Hope everybody's Monday night's going well. Mine's going okay. Bob had to do something. But yeah, if you're following, leave a comment on the bottom there. Let us know what you think about this channel or this podcast and the topics we spoke about tonight, the important topics, like the candy getting filled with needles and screws, and the new bill that Governor DeWine signed into law today. And don't forget, we will be here on Monday nights. I will anyway. Right now it's between 10 and 10:30. We may change that on Monday nights to a little earlier, depending. Everybody's schedule's different, so we'll figure it out. We'll get it going. Winter time's coming up. People are going to be staying inside a lot more. And like I said, the holidays are coming up. You got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas and all that. So, but other than that, the weather's going to be cold tomorrow here in Ohio. It's going to be 37 degrees in the morning, which is going to be cold. Good thing I'm not going out and getting on a bus. I feel sorry for those little kiddos.
All right, sorry about that.
And there he is. Phew, I broke a sweat.
Now you know how I feel on my radio shows.
Well, I kept it going. I kept it going. I kept it going. I didn't just sit there and stare at the camera.
No, that was my son it was a Jeep Liberty.
Jeep Liberty.
Older Jeep Liberty, blue in color, older gentleman driving it. So, yeah. But anyways, we're going to take a short intermission and we will be back right after this. And you're on the Firehouse Podcast Monday show with Bobby B and
Howie T.
Howie T. We'll be right back.
I already said it before you did. You had to think about it.
There's a certain vibe in Boston that starts with its people. Possibly the sarcasm, their own underlying rugged persona, or just the Bostonian culture they all embrace in. And there is no better way to share this rugged blue-collar Boston mentality than in the form of Boston's most cultural-defining piece of headwear, the Scally Cap, from Boston Scally Company. Visit Boston Scally Company to order your piece of Boston's cultural history today at bostonscally.com. That's bostonscally.com. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Firehouse Show. And after I get off of here tonight, I'm probably going to get on mbradio.us or Military Broadcast Radio app and do a live hour show since I didn't get to do mine earlier this evening due to being with my family. And if everybody didn't hear, congratulations to my daughter Breezy Bree and my future son-in-law, Mr. Seth. And I congratulate you guys. Just treat her good, Seth. And welcome to the family, my friend. So congratulations.
I'd hate to hunt somebody down at my age.
Right. I know where you live. But
yeah.
Anyways, so
I know what you did last summer.
Right. And yes, Dad cried when he watched the video today of him asking her. He got down like a gentleman on his knee. And my daughter turned around and there he was. And it was just incredible. It's awesome. And also, ladies and gentlemen, another question for the night. I know we got just one listener, one follower right now, but if you could chime in and maybe answer a question, hopefully you are a female, because my daughter, she's kind of like, not goth, but kind of goth. But anyways, it's her first wedding, first time ever getting married. And she's been like, ever since I can remember, always wanted like a black wedding dress. And I was talking to her tonight and I'm like, no, it needs to be white. And so we kind of not argued, but like we're back and forth. And she's like, how about red? I'm like, red is better than black.
Right. You know not bright red, though. Not a bright red.
No, but I mean, red's pretty. Red's love, you know what I mean? Like, so I can understand red, but black, please, Brianna, please. And do red with black on like trim or something. You know what I mean? That wouldn't be bad. There's still your black, but it's still like just black is just too like dark. You know what I mean? Like happy.
Yeah, but black. If everybody wears black, it's like going to a funeral.
Right. Marriage is supposed to be like at the time of your life, like a bright part of your life. Don't No, Bree. So this is the vote. Help me convince my daughter
Good
whether
luck.
I'm right or I'm wrong, or dad's a dad. You know what I mean? And I'm old school, and I think white's just beautiful, and she would look beautiful. She's gonna look beautiful anyways. But come on, not black.
What about a pair of jeans, a t-shirt, and a cowboy hat?
There you go. Now that, my friend,
Yeah, that's more like her if you
right?
think
That
about it.
that would be awesome.
A
I
Western
would
style
love that.
wedding, but black, yeah, that's. You better
Yeah,
just when they're getting married and saying their vows, you must just shut the lights out if you're gonna wear black.
right.
Being serious.
So please, friends and followers and family here on Facebook watching, please comment. And it don't have to be today. You can also comment on it tomorrow or whenever you get a chance to watch it. You can check out all my shows, my live radio shows, anyways, on the pod page at the Firehouse Country Show. And Live 365, also tune in at 89.1 in Denver, Colorado. And obviously and awesomely on mbradio.us or the Military Broadcast Radio app. Please check that out. Like I said, after I get off of here tonight, I am going to do, and maybe Howie,
Oh,
you could tune in for once and listen to my
I'll
show.
tune in. I'll tune in.
And yeah, it'll be a good time. It'll be fun.
Well, I gotta
So
watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills tonight. I'm just kidding.
But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be our show for tonight. It is 11:26. Howie, any last comments?
Hey, just everybody have a safe night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow's never promised, so live your day today as best you can. You only got a half hour before the next day comes, so say your prayers.
And ladies and
And
gentlemen, always remember, there you might feel down and like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, but just remember there is. And if you need to talk, reach out to friends, reach out to family, reach out to counseling, whatever. You are not alone, and get help before it's too late. People, like, honestly, and just remember there's always a better way, and there's other people that is worse off than you. So be happy and enjoy the rest of your week, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, possibly tomorrow we might get on with actual topics. Tonight was just a spur of a moment. Wanted to get on to say hi, make sure everybody's weekend went well, make sure Halloween went well, and just to check in. But anyways, catch me in about 10 minutes here or on mbradio.us for my live radio show. It's classic rock with your DJ right here, Mr. Bobby B. And
don't forget, don't drink and drive. Save lives.
don't drink. If you're drinking, don't drive. Call Uber, call Lyft, call friends, call family, because in the long run, it will be cheaper. Until next time, my friends, have a wonderful, wonderful night and
Good
rest
night,
of
everybody.
your week. Good night.